Uh-huh.
Because I fucking said so.
Okay, well, let's do it. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's go live. We'll fix it live.
We ain't fixing shit live. We've been doing this for 3-something years. Almost 4. How long have we been doing this?
I think we're on our 4th year.
Are we on our 4th year?
We're at 3 years and we're working towards our 4th year. I think we've done this for at least 3 years.
Wow.
Do I need to consult the spreadsheet?
I feel like we do need to consult this. Because I know it's in March. I know it's in March because.
But how many years ago? That's
I was out of town. I remember because we pre-recorded our first episode. Well, hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm in a hat. I'm sweaty. I'm gross. I haven't showered. And no, it has nothing to do with my depression, even though it sort of does because I was rearranging furniture. So, and for those of you who know, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know. Absolutely.
So it's great. It's great. So here we are. I'm just going to hide. I'm going to do the Jay today. You know how Jay, he doesn't want to say anything. He'll hide behind. Notice that. Next time he wears a hat on stream, anytime he'll hide. He'll hide his face.
What?
I'm going to pull the Jay.
You calling Jay out early.
I'm pulling a J right now. I'd be like, hey, it's fine. It's fine. Just talk like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure nobody noticed.
Kelby knows, like, damn.
Right?
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
I'm not wrong. But I Supermaned it out, though.
You did.
Who is calling me?
See, solicitors are really bad this time of year.
But it didn't look like a solicitor call.
Oh, well, it wasn't me. I wasn't calling.
Okay, are we going to do this intro so that people know who we are?
Right. Yeah, I mean, in case they didn't watch the intro, we can tell them who we are. You want to do the intro?
It was it was Walgreens. I was like, I looked up the number. All right, hello everyone.
On your meds, is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, but see, I think anyway. Well, that's another thing. Leave my trauma out of this. That was a gift from my family.
But I mean,
okay, Jay, you ain't special. That's a family that you ain't special. Like we all got our trauma from our families. All right, hello, welcome to Waking Up. I am Anna. Hot. We coming in hot, and this is my co-host Sean, who's occasionally one of my favorite people.
Occasionally, occasionally not. It all depends on the day.
It really does. It really does. Yeah. But you know what? That's fine. I know I'm always your favorite person.
Wow. You're not wrong, though.
I was like,
Like, you think highly of yourself. I mean, you're not wrong, but you think highly of yourself.
Half of our problems is because I'm your only favorite person.
You were coming in hot. All right, can we move on?
Oh, you want to come in hot? Okay, hello. Let's go with our disclaimer. All right, hello everyone, and this is Waking Up. It's our podcast about mental health, trauma, and with a religious trauma slant. So let's do our disclaimers so we can start talking shit about ourselves and about everybody else who causes trauma. So here on Waking Up, we're not here to bash anyone's faith or religion. We think faith and religion, when done in a mentally and emotionally healthy manner, are beautiful things. We are not healthcare professionals. We are not certified in any way, shape, or form. We do not have any credentials whatsoever, other than the credentials of we have survived some shit. But we do have information if you do need help from real professionals. Please contact us on our Discord, and we can absolutely get you that information that will help you get in touch with somebody that can help. And please don't be afraid to reach out, because that is the first step to healing is, finding a professional, because you can't do this alone. Hi, Asta.
Hey, Asta.
Paragon. Hi, Paragon. I hadn't seen you in a hot minute.
We had a great crew in
I know. Hopefully we don't run them off with our topic. But for those of you who don't know, and those of you across the pond who are joining us from different countries, Sean and I grew up in North Carolina in the United States, which is the dead center of the Bible Belt in the United States. And we grew up Southern Baptist, which is, for those of you who don't know, Southern Baptist is a conservative evangelical denomination of the Protestant faith. And just when we think that they couldn't get any worse, they like to surprise us, and have been since we were children. So here we are.
Not in a good way.
And not in a good way. If you knew how often my therapist goes, well, and we start talking about my trauma, and they're like, well, and that was also reinforced by your religious trauma. And I'm like,
mine says that. Mine says something similar.
It's like, first it's family. And then because the family was so deep, and like, it's great. It's so great. It's great.
Yes.
It's great.
Absolutely.
Like, we're fine. It's fine.
We're fine, yeah.
Did we talk about that last week? We're fine.
We're fine. Yeah, we're going to come up with a different way to say that. Mine decided one day that he was going to make a joke about, I was like, he asked me what I was going to do this weekend, and he was like, have you thought about going to church this weekend? Dude. He was like,
did he really?
He did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Trauma escape rooms. Oh boy, just let me.
Yeah. Yep. That's today's topic. Oh my God.
I put in, because, Logan helps us come up with ideas. So I said, okay, Logan, here's what I want to talk about, or at least in the vein of, and I gave him a couple other subjects, and like this one came up. It was one of 3. This is the least traumatizing Sean of 3, so you're fucking welcome. I just want you to know. I could have gone worse.
I'm morbidly curious as to the other 2.
Oh, you really want to know? You really want to know? Okay. All right, here, hold on. Before we get started and going down this rabbit hole of, oh shit, I don't know if I can handle this. Let's see. Doing the work, quote, ... in theory. How over-researching, reading, and planning becomes a form of healing procrastination.
Oh my God. Wow.
Then trauma escape rooms, and then healing on hard mode, breaking the habit of overcomplicating solutions so your recovery feels earned. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're
trauma
welcome.
escape rooms. Wow.
And by the way, none of these are targeting Sean. They just happened to come up this way, and I was like,
they just happened to apply. I mean, isn't that the point of the show?
Yes. Thanks, Paragon.
Beat steeple holders and the different kinds of Oh wow! Oh my God! Nice one. Good job.
Pew-pews.
Good job, Paragon. Pew-pews. Yes.
Light work. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Calvino.
Okay, so yeah, it's the whole. It can't be that simple. That is the phrase that I have come across myself personally, but so often. Let me tell you. When you stop being an you stop taking responsibility for other people's traumas and making them feel better, other people's feelings, all of a sudden things start to come to light. And there are a lot of my people in my friend, and I say my people because they are like my friends and I love them and that way overcomplicate things.
What? I don't know who are you talking about? If I didn't overcomplicate things, I don't think I'd have anything to do.
I don't know how often I have heard it is just that simple.
No, it's
not. I am like to Sean. I'm just like it's that simple.
No, it's not.
It can't be that simple.
It can't be that simple. It can't be that simple. Absolutely, yeah. I've said that way too many times.
Okay, so escape rooms. So some people like escape rooms. My kids love escape rooms. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times I've done an escape room. I'm like, I need a clue.
Line.
Yeah, it's often like that. And so and then all of a sudden it was like, we build our own emotional escape room. Set ourselves up. It's just like you're stuck in this room and you're going, I don't know how to get out. and you're just standing there and the door's been unlocked the whole time. Like you solved the puzzle like 5 minutes ago, but you're just standing there and you're like, how do I get out? Because like, but you never tried the door. You're like, I've solved all the puzzles. Why is the door not just swinging open for me? Have you tried opening it?
I solved puzzles that weren't actually puzzles. I'm finding stuff like, ooh, this must be a clue. This must be a thing. And it totally sends me in a direction that is like, I'm off in another world.
He walks into like the janitor's closet. He's like, this is the new room. It's like, no, it isn't, Sean.
This is
no, it's not.
Room. Yes.
It's not a secondary room. Like, you're going the wrong way. What?
I will. If I do touch the door, if I do go, maybe it's just the door. Like I tried the door accidentally, but then I'm like, no, this can't be it. This is too easy. And then I just close the door.
Stairs in D&D because, every party's like, okay, you come to a locked door and nobody tries to just open the door.
No, we'll lick the door. We'll seduce the door.
I really, if you're out there, I really want the Amazon's periodic table. I want a sweatshirt that has a "Can I lick it?" It's like it's on there. It has all
the. What happens if you were to lick this element?
This element? Yeah. But okay, so the definition of a trauma escape room is a self-constructed maze of overthinking and unnecessary steps that keeps you working on it. And yes, it's in quotes, so I'm air quoting it, Sean, without actually healing it.
Wow, this coffee is really good.
I love how your cup says Mr. Fix It. I love how you have prepared for this episode.
I've totally prepared for this episode. Let me fix it. I can fix it. That's all I gotta do. If I just fix it.
You see my cup? Just gonna sit here. Nah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Is that after you beat me and that's the blood print, handprint?
Yeah. You are a naughty trauma boy.
Motion detected at the front door.
Sweet.
Confront your traumas, even the ones you can't see here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna. That is my home now. That trauma room is my home now.
Pep Gold Star for being ready.
That's right.
I never ever think, damn, I feel so bad lying. Asta, we all know this is a place of overthinkers. Like that's like almost like one of the unspoken prerequisite for like any trauma person. Like I think the only exception would be those people who have been so traumatized that they don't think about anything, they just do recklessly
to avoid
thinking about it and avoid that. But I think that's the exception. Everything else is like, if you've been sitting in some type of trauma way, we all overthink in some way, shape, or form. Wrong podcast. And is it though? Because one usually equals the other. Prove me wrong.
We can merge all of the podcasts together. That would be a fun episode.
We should actually. I actually, when I was in the side note, because ADD, so when we were doing the Con Carolinas After Dark about talking about, can I say kink on here? I guess so, because I have the warning on mine. When we're talking about kink on the what is kink and et cetera, and I was talking about using kink as a trauma healing aspect on, it doesn't, and all that stuff, that a lot of people connected with that. Because anyway, that's, again, we could talk about that later.
That's future episode.
I've done that. I've been so reckless. Me too. I've done the reckless phase, Asta. I have done the reckless phase. And it doesn't, and I think the thing is for those of us who've done both, it still sucks. It just sucks in a different way. It just, the consequences aren't, so yeah. So why do we overthink? So Sean, how about you? Why do you do it? I want to know why you do it, because you do it way more than me. I mean, I do it, but you have become an Olympic gold medalist of creating your own trauma rooms.
Yes. There is an illusion. Overthinking is my way of preparing for anything. Is both emotionally and mentally, and sometimes physically preparing for something, because I feel if I just could, if I had enough control, if I created this world, no matter how bad it was, if I created it, I had the illusion of control. It felt like I had some level of control over
Thank you for correcting that, because it is the illusion of control. Because I think, myself included, like, we need to have that control, that sense of control.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of things we don't have control of, and that is like, you don't have control over that. And how often do our brains go, but yes, we do. If I do X, Y, and Z, that's just an illusion. It is just an illusion. It is your brain going, I can control this. No, you can't.
Mm-hmm. No, not at all. We can control ourselves, and that's it. But it's that
Even then, we can't control it.
We don't. Yeah. So it's if I just for me, sometimes it's that emotional preparation. Like if I hurt especially if I hurt myself now, because my overthinking is always like, what's the worst? That's usually where it goes. If I can hurt myself now, then if the thing really does happen, it won't hurt as bad. But that's what's happening in my head. That's whether I'm realizing it or not. That's what I'm doing, is I'm preparing myself for whatever might happen. Which I've learned is means that I'm hurting myself unnecessarily, because
hurting others.
Yes, and hurting others. Yeah,
I do it too, so it's fine. But I mean, not fine. I mean, it is what it is.
It is. Yes.
But like for me, and here was the big one that actually hit home for me in this topic, because I am just as guilty of creating my own trauma escape room. Is that it has to be hard. Like it has, and I do say this all because it is. Let me tell you, I'm not going to preface this. Two things can exist in the same space. Healing is hard, but the solution doesn't have to be complicated. So I'm sitting there, it has to be this complicated solution to this really, what I feel is this really complex problem, when the solution is literally 2 + 2 = 4. And 2 × 2 is 4. And it's simple. It's simple math, simple solution, simple answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no.
It can't be. No.
It's not that easy. It can't be that easy.
It can't be that. Yes, there's got to be something that's not right. It's that can't possibly be the thing. There's got to be more to it. There's something I'm missing.
Right.
I'm missing subtext. There's something else going on. There's something else afoot. Because why would it be this easy?
Right, because we equate doing the hard thing as accomplishing something.
Yes.
So if it's that simple, like I'm lonely. Mm-hmm. So the simple solution is, right? I feel lonely. Okay, acknowledge the feeling. Yeah, okay, I'm lonely. What are you going to do about it? There's no complicated answer to that. If I feel lonely, if I feel like you reach out to someone, or you go out to a public place, or you go somewhere to meet people. You reach out to people. There's like now with COVID, it's so easy to meet people over the internet, even though that isn't necessarily physical. That's still a connection. But we're like, no. Like we figured this way of going, I feel lonely. I feel alone. I'm sitting in this.
It's going from 0 to 60. It's going from small to big. If I'm feeling lonely, it's as simple as communicating to someone. But no, that I don't go there. I go to the nth degree, where it's like, oh, I have to go do this big thing. I've got to go participate in some event. Like I'm not the one who checks the or in IT I am. In my emotional maturity, I'm not the one that goes, oh, I just need to, turn it off and on again, or make sure it's plugged in. I'm off into left field, going so far into what I could possibly do in order to fix this issue. Instead of just going, all I got to do is say something, communicate to someone, message someone.
But it's not that easy. It can't be. No, it's not that easy.
It can't be.
It can't be.
Or if I do get to that point where it's like, okay, it's as simple as texting someone, then that becomes my next roadblock. Okay, so who am I going to text? Okay, so that person. Then I finally figure out, okay, that's the person I'm going to text. Then what am I going to text them? And that becomes.
But I don't want to seem too needy.
Yes.
I don't want to seem too needy or desperate.
Yes.
But I don't want to tell them the truth that I'm just lonely and I'm just reaching out to them because I'm feeling lonely and just wanted to reach out. I don't know if you're busy or not. No, we can't tell the truth because we don't want that to come out wrong.
No. We have to craft the right text message.
Yes.
To be, and so I create the complication. I create the next roadblock, the next thing that keeps me from being able to doing the thing that I want to do. I'm setting up my own roadblocks right there.
It can't be that easy. It's not that easy. No.
I can't just text someone that I'm feeling a certain way and no, I can't do that.
Mm-mm. I don't think you have ever texted me, and if you have, it's been a while. I don't think you've ever texted me, hey, I'm feeling a little bit lonely and I just wanted to reach out.
That's correct. I don't think I've texted that to anybody.
You've texted me, hey, I'm checking in on you, which is your way of going, hey, I'm lonely. I want to what you doing?
Well, that is all, but that has also tied into my codependency. Is there have been times where I'm feeling like I'm feeling lonely because I've set an expectation on myself, or I'm in my head thinking something. And I've created this idea. And so that is actually what's making me feel lonely. Yeah. I create this crazy escape room and put myself in it and then go, I don't know how to get out.
And your therapist is the guy that's helping the person, because there's always a person in there that's helping you because you can always ask for clues. And you're just like, they're standing there going, what?
Have you tried?
What?
There's a door. I mean,
have you tried the door? But the whole thing is, I know, maybe, I don't know about you, Sean, but for me, it's the perfectionist. Like in healing my trauma and in facing my traumas, and there are still, y'all, I realize that there are layers of my trauma that I'm still unpacking. That I didn't even realize were there until you start unpacking. It's like, I didn't realize I had this. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can't move on if it's not perfect. Like I have to do the perfect healing, right? Because I have to look like I have the tool of, let's say, radical acceptance. My therapist hates radical acceptance. She just likes acceptance. I think she said full acceptance. She hates radical, just that word, because she goes, that meaning is just a lot. But she goes, fully accepting. I have that. I understand that two things can be the same, and accepting that there are some things that just are, and understanding I have that tool. But I don't know I don't use it well.
Right?
I don't use it well at all. At all.
You've got the perfect tool for the job, but I've got the perfect tool, but I've chosen not to use it.
It's not that I don't use it. It's just that I am just like, okay, for example, it's like a rotary tool, a Dremel, and it's got you can do 1,000 different things with it. I know I have it. I know I probably could use it for this situation. Nope, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it to detail or sand whatever it is. I'm just going to use the sandpaper, and I'm going to do it the fucking hard way.
You're going to use the right tool, but the wrong tip in order to the wrong bit in order to.
I know.
Do the thing,
and it has to be perfect. Like I can't let it go until it's perfect.
And the more you look at it, the more imperfections you see in it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see D&D comment above.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, but here's the one that's describing the trauma escape room, what it is, that hit me because I've been a teacher and I've subbed to. The illusion of progress. Busy work feels like healing work.
It does. Being busy feels like progress. And there's a part of me that likes the idea. I think it's the control. It's if I have, and this is the danger I get in with homework, therapy homework. Is like because I want my therapist, just tell me what I need to do. Just like give me the steps. Tell me exactly step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Right? Crazy, right? Mr. Therapist, if you can just tell me the steps I need to follow, I'll do it. I'll follow those. And to me, in my head, that's like, oh, if I knock out those steps, I'm healed. Good. Awesome. I'm done. I got it. Now on to the next one.
But we create the busy work. And Sean, I'm going to use you as an example because right now I'm going through a blank, but I know that there's a prime example for you. And because we had talked about it before, you creating stories. So like, say, for example, your need for validation and acceptance. So it's one of those, okay, I need to validate myself. I need to accept myself. So, but you create things, like you create situations in your head so that you can, oh, I'm feeling a certain type of way. So now I have to validate myself, which is what busy work is. It's one of those, oh, I'm going to create the problem so I can do the solution, which is exactly like busy work in schools. It's like, okay, I don't want to teach you something new. I don't want to learn something new. So I'm going to give you a worksheet.
Yeah, just do this.
Just do this. It's busy work. It'll keep you busy so that I don't have to move on to something else right now.
It's the creation of the scenarios in order to do the thing, in order to do the validation or deal with. It's recreating that as opposed to just dealing with it when it comes up. Because I have the ability to create those scenarios, especially if I've got little points, if I've got little dots, little pieces of information, not evidence, just information. I will take these pieces of information and build them into a situation.
Wait, what do you mean? There's side quests. But see, that's the thing, though, is that there are no side quests.
So,
we are playing a game where yes, they come up, but like we create the side quests.
Because side quests are if you're not ready to progress. Whether because
you know that there's another boss fight coming up down the road.
There's hard stuff, and you gotta do a whole bunch of other stuff in order to prep for the big fight.
Right. You've just finished like level 5 boss fight, and so you're going on to the next level, and you're like, did I do everything I needed to here? Like, did I collect everything? It reminds me of Tiny Tina's. Like we beat that game, there's like D20s hidden everywhere, and there's like caves and achievements that you're just like, I don't want to go on to the next one. So what do we got over here on this map? Let's go over here. Let's
do this. Let's do this slightly difficult, but for the most part easy stuff that we know we can accomplish. We know we can do that. We know we can deal with that. You know what I say side quests are? Side quests are the little things that you don't necessarily need to fix. They're just parts of like your personality. I mean, you could go after those. We could work on that, but what is it going to get us any? Like, how far is it going to get us? This is what I did because we've had this conversation. I spent a lot of my therapy time working on side quests. I would talk about this one little area of my life, which wasn't a big deal. It was a deal, but it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't the main thing that's affecting me every single day. And so
I like to call it you were healing the symptoms, not the problem. Yeah. Not the illness. You were healing the symptoms. But okay, here's a couple questions before we move on to the next segment.
Okay.
Do you think that overthinking and complexity can be an addiction? Yes,
absolutely. Because I think we learn that achievement requires complexity. Achievement requires if it was that easy, we don't feel accomplished. If it just happened, if we just did it, like we want this feeling of accomplishment that we've done something big. When in reality, that's not. It's kind of like that. We're looking for the gamification. We're looking for our healing to reflect like what we do within games and like achievements. I'm waiting for the achievement thing to pop up, right? When in reality, life doesn't work like that.
You know what I think? For me, yes, I think it can be an addiction. And my therapist all of my therapists, every single one of them have said, "Whoa, slow down."
Because I'm running, aren't you?
Trying to get it all done. Let's do get it all done. It can't be whatever. We're not going to concentrate on this one thing. I don't want to concentrate on this one thing. I want to get it all done. And no, that's not how it works. But I think the other thing is that as growing up, we did the thing. We did the thing that I'll take from me, chores. Mm-hmm. I did the thing. Okay. But it was never good enough. I didn't do the thing correctly.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, so I cleaned the bathroom, but I didn't clean it correctly. I loaded the dishwasher, but I didn't do it correctly. So it's one of those things where at this time, it's just like, oh, it has everything has to be this complicated system. Mm-hmm. So that I am covering all of my bases. And that's it's a protection tactic. Mm-hmm. So what is the difference between you processing, and a stall tactic? When you're trying to make things more complicated so you don't have to move on versus something that is a process that you need to go through that is a complicated process. I'm going to use an example that's like grief. Grief is not a simple process to go through. But then there are some people who use some excuse of oh, it's my trauma. A very generic thing. Mm-hmm. It's my trauma. I don't do it because of my trauma. Okay, but it's literally just as simple as process and move on. Right? Accepting it and then going to the next step.
I think it can be take grief, for example. I think you can get stuck on a step. And because it means something because if you complete the process, if you go through it, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So you're still holding on to the person. So as long as you sit in that anger phase or whatever if you sit in that phase, the person's never really gone. And so that becomes almost an identity for a period of time because you don't want to let go. There's something that you're trying to accomplish. And so you get stuck in a step, right. and that becomes your life. I think the stalling is what we're trying to do because I don't want to move on. I don't want to do the hard thing. I want to do the side quest. There's always something else. If I can convince myself that there's always something else that needs to be done, I don't have to do the really hard thing.
I think that's the most honest answer that you've ever given.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do.
I find myself in that a lot. And what can be really bad is there's a dopamine hit that can come from following a process. Like, oh, I know that if I just do X, Y, I'm just going to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to feel like I feel like I did it. And as long as there's always something else in my list, I can feel like I'm accomplishing something, even though I'm not really moving forward in my journey. I'm going sideways. I'm going really far sideways.
Right.
And as opposed to,
And that's hard. It's hard. Because here's the thing, is those of us who've suffered childhood trauma, a lot of the trauma that is like, long-term trauma, is we grew up in an escape room. We grew up in a real life escape room. We grew up in this situation where we were set up with tasks and situations and things. So we were always at that fighter. We were always in that fight or flight. So we create these escape rooms now that we're out of it because that's safe. That's what we know. Mm-hmm. It can't be as simple as opening the door. And what if I do open the door? What's outside that door?
Mm-hmm. This room feels safe,
even though it doesn't feel safe.
Yeah, the not feeling safe feels safe.
Yes,
that's the paradox of the trauma. I know what it feels like to not be safe in this space. I don't know what it feels like out there, and I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, the next segment. I don't know if I'm ready for this one.
Oh, which one?
Segment 2.
Yeah. Oh God. You know what? Segment 2 just doesn't exist. Moving on. Oh man.
Okay.
Number 1 is so true.
Overthinking is architecture. Anxiety loves blueprints. Tell me about that, Sean. Tell me about
that. The anxiety because I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's there. I don't know. And the trick that I tell myself.
You're giving away your state secrets now.
I am.
See, I gave you time to prep.
You did. The trick that I tell myself is that if I just had enough information, and this is actually a realization that I've had recently in the last several months, is that because I've had this need, and this need to know more, the need to know, I need the details, I need this, if I just knew all of the details, then I would be fine. It would be okay.
False.
And that is completely false.
Because I have given you all of the details, and it still doesn't fucking matter.
That's correct. That is correct. That's when I realized. That's in the last couple of months. I've had that epiphany that the desire for information is what my anxiety is telling me. How do you feel? The anxiety is saying you need to know more. Just get more information. Because it's telling me that if I have more information that I'm going to be soothed. I'm going to be okay. The anxiety is going to be placated. But in reality, it's not. It's false. It's completely false.
I feel like it's very much like life is like, okay, for those of you, it's like Hogwarts. They have the moving staircases. Mm-hmm. And yes, they eventually come back to where you need to go, but they're always moving. So you never, like, it's this constant moving. But you're like, if I had the map, I need to create the map so I know. But the map is not ever right because it's always a moving target. Mm-hmm. But then, adding extra locks, inventing emotional tests that must be passed before healing.
Oh.
I didn't need Logan coming after me like that.
I know, right? I mean, geez.
I
You did say this one was gonna sting.
I did.
You did.
I did.
Oh God. The one I've dealt with a lot is I must feel X. I must feel this severe. The emotional response must be to a certain extent. There must be a quality of it and a quantity of it in order for it to be done properly. In order for it to feel like I've actually done it, that I passed the test. If I don't feel this bad, then I haven't passed the test.
I haven't done the healing, or I'm not as remorseful. Calvino says when it stings, that's how you know it's working. It's very much like, okay, so that like, I don't know if y'all have it in the UK, but the Listerine mouthwash, that very alcohol based, like the mouthwash that just like, it stings. Mm-hmm. And you think, yes, this is how it's working. This is cleaning my mouth. Yeah. But you have this other mouthwash that's an alcohol free, it's fine, tastes better, like you're not hating your life, and it's still doing the same job.
Yes. So true.
But is it working? Is it really getting my teeth clean? It can't be getting this is not getting my teeth clean because it doesn't hurt.
It's got to feel, yes, it has to feel a certain way or it's not working.
Right.
Yeah. We get used to the pain, we get used to the difficulty, the emotional turmoil, whatever it is. We get so accustomed to it thinking that that's what's necessary.
Here's one that both you and I are very guilty of.
Yeah. Somebody
tells us the truth. And it's like, they're not telling me the truth.
That's correct. Mm-hmm. Nothing is face value. It is so difficult to take anything at face value, especially growing up in the church, especially growing up in the South. Yeah, because so much of our lives was built around that. It was built around nothing was face value. We grew up watching for subtext. We grew up having to learn.
Because that's how they talk. That's the vernacular.
Yes. It is.
Like, okay, bless your heart. What's the first thing you think? You've just been insulted. You've just been insulted.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, that is. And see, for me, I grew up in a home where passive aggressive was the communication style.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I had to read between the lines in order to stay safe. And so to me, everyone everyone does that.
Yeah.
So when someone is direct and someone communicates directly, when someone tells you the truth, nah, that's not it. That can't possibly be right.
Well, and that goes into code cracking mindset, looking for hidden meanings in every memory. Yeah. Everything is a hidden meaning. Nothing's at face value.
Yeah.
This one came up with a friend of mine earlier this week. Well, like, why are you my friend? Why do you consider me your friend? I just do. Like, because I was over there trying to think of like reasons and trying to like have this whole thing, and it's just like the reality is now that I am working on trying to filter out all of the extra stuff that I don't need to include. The reality is because I choose you as my friend. Like,
those qualifying tests really bother me. I do not like them. Tell me why you love me. Tell me why you're dating me. Tell me why you're my friend.
Listen, bitch. I don't need you coming after me like that because I ask you that question all the goddamn time.
You do. You told me something many years ago. This is during, before the reboot, during whatever that before times. You told me something that's kind of stuck with me in regards to that. You told me that the typical response to that is, well, you do this and this happens and this happens and you do this and you do that, right? You said, if that's the truth, because you do X and this happens and you make me feel this way, then if that ever stops, that means you don't love me, you don't care about me, we're not friends. If that friendship is contingent upon these things happening, then what happens when they stop? I was like,
I was pretty smart even in my trauma phase.
Yeah.
Like, hey, all right, cool.
Yeah. And I was like,
I mean, that's true.
That's a good point.
Yes, you can have reasons. You can have
Yeah.
reasons about what you love about that person. I mean, because we all have them.
Yes.
I love this person because they're vibrant, because they're these things, they're whatever. And it's not because of them. It is just a part of them that you love.
Yes. That's the way I find to respond. I love these things about you. It doesn't mean anything beyond that. I just love them about you.
And if they change, they change.
Yeah.
And
I love these, and like,
right.
Yeah, it's never because, it's just I do.
It's that's
That's
one
a
of
tough
those.
one.
It is a tough one because it's creating those things in your mindset of like these. I got to hit these things.
It's got to be. It's not just you got to respond. It's you've got to respond perfectly.
Listen,
That's a setup.
Yeah. Listen.
For me, it feels like a setup. Like I have to respond in the exact right way. I've got to say the exact right words. Otherwise, I failed the test.
My thing is with that is that creating this whole thing is because I do a lot of things without thinking about it. I care about people and I approach people like, yes, I have, but I don't focus on that. And so when they ask me like, why are you my friend? Why do you love me? I get, because you're
my friend.
Because you're Sean versus Jay. Why are you two some of my favorite people? I don't know, because you are. And there are different situations for that. And I don't know why I choose one situation over the other. I don't know. But then it becomes this whole, but when somebody doesn't choose you, that's when the escape room is. It's that whole, okay, they're choosing to talk to somebody else. That must mean I'm doing something wrong. I haven't healed enough.
Yeah.
But what about waiting for the right time, Sean? We build these escape rooms in our minds, and we're there sitting in our trauma escape rooms. And, okay, so I'm currently working on some things about dealing with my depression, and also how depression is also can be genetic, and how that's affecting my children, and how it affected my mom and my family, and having to do all of that. But it's one of those, okay, so a lot of it hinges around me being a mom. And okay, I need to be the perfect mom before I can keep going down this healing journey, because I want to make sure I'm good for my kids. I got to do the right things and be the perfect mom, and then the right time for me to keep going or move past this feeling or this hang up that I have. And a lot of times it's me, for me as a mom, it's showing up for my kids emotionally and mentally, and being open and honest with them, and like, okay, I have to do it right, and I got to wait for the right time so that I can move on to the next thing. My therapist is like, you're gonna fuck up, and there's never gonna be a right time.
Yeah. The right time never exists. It's never going to be the right time. Finding the right time is a stalling tactic. It's procrastination. It's, I will do it after this. I will do it when this happens. I will do it's setting up a false, I don't know what the word is, but it's not like you, it's rare that ever actually happens.
It's like you have solved all the puzzles. You've solved all the puzzles. You can leave the escape room at any time, and you are standing there at the door going, it's not time yet. I know I've done all the things. It's just not time yet. It's not time yet. It's not right. I solved it too fast, or I did it like whatever. And you're sitting there and you're like, nope, it's not time yet. I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to leave the room yet.
Yeah.
You solved all the puzzles. It's time for you to go on. But did I do them all right? Did I do them right? It's not.
Did it seem like you did them right, but you actually didn't? Did you leave? So for me as an overthinker, it's similar to the way I game. I figured I've solved all the puzzles, but have I checked every corner of the room? Have I checked all the little crevices? I feel like there's a loot box somewhere here. There's got to be something else that's still there.
You know what it reminds me of? When we play 76 and we do the expeditions, and there's the optional. Yeah. It's not good enough just to do the expedition. We've got to do the optional one.
Yes.
And make sure we do the optional one so that we get the maximum results of it.
Yes, we have to achieve the most. If it's there, it's a requirement. There is no optional for us. It's just if that quality exists, we have to hit it. Or it's not worth it.
Oh my God. Okay, so number 10. Spiritual side quests, adding rituals and signs as required steps to leave.
Oh God.
How often when we were growing up in the church were we told wait for God's sign?
Oh my God. Everything was a sign. Everything required a sign. Everything required God speaking to me. Oh, God will let you know. God will tell you. You'll hear that voice. You know, there'll be, there was always going to be some sort of sign or God speaking to you. You just got to listen. You got to still the mind. You got to be still and quiet, and God will show you a sign.
Have you prayed every day? Have you done the devotionals?
Have you read your Bible? Have you done your devotion? Oh my God, the devotion.
Have you talked to the right people? What signs has God given you that you can move on past this?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Will this be a pep rant?
Oh my God. Yeah. There's growing up, everything had a sign or a quality of hard enough. Did you pray hard enough? Did you, are you really sorry? Like, are you just saying the words, or do you really mean it? How much did you,
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I was saying that's one of the traps that still happens to lots of people is, was it enough? Did you do that thing enough for some impossible standard? That's what I was always being held to, an impossible standard of, because if it didn't happen, then you must not have prayed hard enough. And so that translates into constantly trying to do more and more and more, and it's never good enough. And if it didn't happen, it wasn't enough. And then feeling like a failure, no matter how much I did it.
All right. You ready for a question?
No, I'm not. If you're going to have to ask, no.
What's the most unnecessary step you've ever added to your own healing? I can tell you mine.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. My most unnecessary step is the unnecessary step that I've added to my healing that I'm still working on, that my therapist points out all the time, is not getting dysregulated. Is not ever letting whatever it is that I'm working on, say it be feeling insecure, my anxious attachment, my feeling of self-worth, whatever it is that I'm working on, and there are so many things that I've worked on in the past few years, is feeling, or is the step of, it doesn't affect me anymore. because I've added that unnecessary step that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because it's trauma. It's going to affect you. Will it affect you differently? Will you be able to handle it differently? Will you be able to handle it better? Yes. But I felt like the step that I needed to master before I was able to move on to the next step of my trauma healing was I didn't have any feelings toward it. I didn't have any reaction toward it. I was able to know exactly what tool to pull out when it did happen, and I could master it and move on, and I never had to deal or process it. Because I've mastered it. I've gone on. It doesn't affect me anymore. It's fine. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
A good one.
Will it affect you the same way? No. If you've dealt with it, just like with my mom, there are situations with my mom that come up that I can now go, whatever, but I still feel a certain type of way. I still have these thoughts. I still have a reaction. I just learned how to deal with them better. But it's the absence of having any type of reaction, the absence of having any, completely healing the wound like it never existed. And I have to have that before I know that I am healed and I have moved on and I am allowed to go to the next level.
Yeah. Setting an unrealistic expectation.
It does not exist, people.
Two things. One is understanding everything about why I'm feeling a certain way. Being able to pinpoint exactly where it came from, what childhood memory or situation did it initiate. Every step of the way, understanding all aspects of why I feel this way right now. Yeah. You too? You've done that too? Yeah?
Yes, actually, this is my therapist got after me this past week because of the why question. She goes, the why doesn't matter. I was like, I've said that before.
No.
She went into this explanation because I, again, was in a very depressive state and it's just, why, blah, 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 why this, blah, blah, blah. And I don't understand why. And she's like, why is such an open-ended, there's no, if you're concentrating on the why, you are never going to get a satisfactory answer, because the why is, there's so many variables, there's so many different answers to the why, and you can never prove the why. And she goes, but I think what is causing me this emotion?
Ooh.
What is happening? Like, what is the problem?
Ooh, that's a big distinction.
Like, how am I reacting to this situation? You're concentrating on the wrong question. Now, the why is always going to be there, but it's not about the why. It is about it is. Why? Because, and how often as kids, she said this, how often as kids do they ask us these questions? Why is the sky blue? Why is the why is this? Why is that? And you go, it just is. How many times have you just said, it just is? Yes, you can go in this long, complicated answer and all these things, but that's never going to satisfy a kid. And it's not going to satisfy you. What is causing the sky to be blue? Okay, well, that I can give you a straight answer. What is causing me to have this reaction? How am I reacting into this question? How reacting to the situation and that? And it's just like the why.
Oh, it's so hard to let that go.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
The other is attached to that. It's knowing the why so that I can, depending upon the emotion, convince myself that it's wrong to feel that way. That's it. And for there was a period where that kind of felt like, oh, I'm not supposed to feel that way. I'm not supposed to. That's not something I'm supposed to. Like, I shouldn't. If I understand why, then I can explain why. It's an intellectualization. You know
what bothers me, and I've said that we've had in an argument, we've had this. And I think it's been both ways. The why for us is given, it is the why we and I know for a fact I can name like several situations where we both have used it. The why has been used to invalidate our actions or excuse our actions when they have hurt the other person. Well, I'm trying to tell you why. I'm trying to tell you my intention. I'm trying to tell you why. Okay, the why doesn't matter. What matters is in that moment, intention or not, in that moment or whatever it is, your actions, your words, they hurt me. Or they upset me, or they're making me feel a certain way. The why doesn't matter. And I think also our parents use that a lot.
Well, how many times was the you feel this way, you shouldn't feel this way? I'll give you something to blah 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 about. Oh, you're upset, I'll give you something, right? That is such a common phrase growing up. And so we learn that we learn to invalidate our own emotions, or to expect that invalidation, to hear that, to like, it's not enough, it's not the right thing to feel, or I shouldn't feel this way because.
So it's like in our own mind, in this trauma mind, we're stuck in the escape room where that we can't escape because we have to have an answer to the why. When the answer is, I just do. Why are you hurt? I am.
Feeling the need to be able to prove in a court of law, I'm allowed to feel this way because here's my courtroom drama.
Right. It's like the courtroom drama. It's like, okay, why did you hit this person? You're like, because I was angry. Okay, but why? Let me tell this. No, I was angry, period. It's that simple. And that's how you move on. Acknowledging the feeling, acknowledging the thing, acknowledging and validating the thing is just that simple. And okay, you can move on to the next level. But I haven't told you the reason why. I have to tell you the reason why. It has to be like the healing conversation. Oh my God. You and I, that healing conversation that keeps us trapped in that escape room of trauma is us having a restorative conversation, which is what you should call a conversation that you have after an argument, disagreement, or whatever. A restorative conversation after constructive disagreements, where you just go, okay, but it's not that. It's just like it has to be this long, drawn out thing, and this thing.
I have to say everything. I have to get everything out. I have to,
No, you hurt me. You know what? I recognize that I hurt you, and my actions XYZ, they hurt you. Whatever the reasons they are, I mean, those are my reasons. That doesn't negate the fact that I hurt you. Okay, I forgive you. Okay, whatever. All right, we're moving on. Not that easy.
No, it's not at all.
All right, you get to go into the next one because that's your favorite. Segment 3.
Oh, segment 3. Okay. Oh God, the cost of overcomplication. You saying there's a cost to it? What? Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't know where to start.
I don't. I'm looking at these going, wow, where do I? Okay. You know what? Keeping wounds fresh. Revisiting the problem daily re-traumatizes you. Oh God. This one happens so often that Anna even has a phrase for it.
Yeah. What is it, Sean?
She'd be like, you're doing it again.
You doing the thing?
You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. I'm like, what? It's called emotional cutting. That is something it's emotional self-harm. I'm very much guilty of that. I will rehash things, overthink things, make things worse than they are in my head because it gives me the same thing as any other form of self-harm. It creates that feeling of one, like I have to feel a certain way if I don't. Um,
And you get the rush, you get sort of that rush of healing something, like that whole I've accomplished healing this wound
yeah.
that I inflicted upon myself.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at me, I'm doing the work. I'm healing this wound that is openly bleeding. And I know that it's scabbed over, but let's forget the fact that I picked at it and it's bleeding because I was picking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I healed it though. I did the right thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
It's not that simple. It's not simple enough. You can't leave it alone. But if I don't pick at it, if I don't pick at the scar, how's it going to heal? It helps. Yeah, that's what it's like.
And I know that we say that and it sounds ridiculous. If I don't pick at the scar, if I don't reopen the wound, how do I like?
How do I know if it's
do it?
How do I know if it's healing if I don't pick at it? If I don't reopen it? It sounds ridiculous, but it is what I do.
It is what we do. Well, I do too. We all
Yeah.
do it in some way, shape, or form. Trust me.
Yeah, but I often get caught in I have to feel it to a certain extent. I have to, if I don't, there's an expectation where I should feel it this much. It should hurt this much. And so if it doesn't hurt that much, then I must not feel a certain way. I must not have repented or dealt with it, or must not have healed through it. It's got to hurt. In order to heal through it, it's got to hurt a certain amount first.
Right. Okay.
Ooh, number 5. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well, that's for you. I was thinking of something. Go ahead. Number 5.
No, you can go.
No. Number 5.
Loss of trust in myself. Starting to think that healing is impossible. This has hit a bunch of times. This overwhelming. I just can't. I just can't do this. This is too hard. It's too much. I can't. Oh, Jay, I don't need to call me out there. I don't. But yeah, that overwhelming feeling that, you know what, I just can't do this. I can't heal. It's too much. I can't do it. I might as well just give up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that goes to number 6, which is for me is like the relationship fatigue. Mm-hmm. And honestly, Sean, you and I have gone through that because like it's exhausting. Mm-hmm. Because you know the things to do,
and you don't do them.
Well, you're overcomplicating everything. Yeah. You're just like, okay, well, it's for the example, you're in this trauma escape room in your head, and you're overcomplicating anything, and you're starting to get frustrated because of these self-fulfilled prophecies and these stories and these complications, and you're making things way more complicated, and your family and friends are waiting for you outside the door, and they're like, hey, we help you, we shout answers, and we shout the things, and we're standing on the other side of the door, and we're like, just try the doorknob.
Have you tried the door?
Have you tried the door?
I think the door's unlocked.
No, it's not. I'm still not.
No, it's not because I already tried it. Yeah, I already tried the door. It's locked. Yeah, it's definitely locked.
How long ago did you try it, Sean? I mean, that was 5 years
ago. A few
ago.
Minutes ago. Yeah,
5 years ago.
Yeah, it was. I did it. I tried it.
I pushed on the door. All right.
Yes. Or
did you turn the doorknob?
I touched the doorknob. No, I turned the doorknob. Absolutely. Like I turned the doorknob and the door didn't move. Did you push the door? Or did you just turn the knob?
Or you turn the doorknob and you push and it's a pull and you're like, no, I tried it.
Yes, I did. There you go. That's exactly it. Mm-hmm. Well, the last time I ever tried to open up a door, it didn't work. So because it didn't work the last time I tried to open up a door, this door obviously is the same door. It's a door. So obviously it's not going to work because the last one didn't work. Right? That's how it works,
All right.
right?
All right. Now you're triggering me. Now you're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm not, because I do that myself. How
Oh,
many
no,
times
no,
have
no. I know you do it yourself, and it's triggering me because
Oh,
you
it's
do it to
because I
me
do-
all.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
And as your friend, it's one of those. Yeah, it's exhausting because your friends are over there, and they're not. It's not that your real friends or that you're going to lose them, but it is very exhausting for your friends who love you and care about you to watch you beating yourself over the head over and over and over again, and watching you reopen these wounds. And then, okay, we're going to help you. Okay, you have this open wound, and I'm going to help you through it, and I'm going to be there for you, and I'm going to support you. And then you repeat the process. And you're like, okay, I thought we went through this already, but okay, I love you. And I did and then over time, you're just like, I don't know how to help you anymore. I don't know how to help you anymore, because you know what to do. You just keep
Yeah.
And then that's when I am guilty of this. That's when you go, well, you must not love me because you said that you would be there for me the whole entire time. Well, no, they just don't want to see you continually keep hurting yourself. At a point, they've got to help themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Which one?
Number 10.
Okay.
Pushes away joy. Overcomplicating a situation pushes away joy. You are too busy solving these imaginary problems to let yourself feel better about the solving the problem.
Or let yourself feel anything other than working the problem. See, that's what it is for me.
What?
It's not even necessarily about the joy. It's about not feeling the negative. It's like I'm working so hard to do this thing, that instead of getting to a point and resting or going, hey, I did this, it's on to the next thing. Or it is, I shouldn't be feeling okay, or shouldn't be feeling joy, or shouldn't be feeling accomplishment, or shouldn't,
because I haven't done it perfectly. Because I haven't. It's not perfect. It's not right. I shouldn't be feeling happy about this small little. It was only a small victory, which is why we often say small victories are still victories, and we need to celebrate those, because it's just a small victory. Why am I feeling happy about that? Because I shouldn't be feeling happy about that, because I need a big victory to feel happy about that, and to celebrate that, and to reward myself that. And it's just like, no.
And that's why we say to each other, that's why I tell you, that's a victory. Celebrate it. Absolutely. That's a big victory. I got out of bed today. I did this. I took I ate something. I took it, whatever that happened. I was trying to come up with something. Any of those things.
All things Sean has said to me this week. I'll take all things Sean has said in text messages for 1,000, Alex. Yeah.
But those are victories, and it's hard to celebrate them in the moment when you're in it. It is, because you know that there's all this, but they are important to celebrate.
Yeah, but you push that joy. I can't feel happy about that right now, because I have to solve everything else first. Yeah. And that's what my therapist often tells me. That's what you gotta, okay, we're gonna take a time out. And we're going to, let's start talking about the things that you are doing.
Your therapist does that too?
Shit, yeah. That's like every week.
Oh my God. My therapist has ended a lot of my sessions going, now we're going to take a moment to reflect upon the things that you have accomplished No, that's fine. We're good. We can just no. We're gonna take a moment.
Mine's in the middle of it. She'd be like, "Oh, stop."
Mine has done that too. Yeah.
Stop. Okay, we're not gonna go down this road because yes, I can acknowledge that you're struggling with this. However, let's let's reframe this and think about all of the things that you are accomplishing, that you have done, that aren't the same as they used to be.
Yeah, mine is, so let's think about you 6 months ago. Would you 6 months ago have done this thing?
Oh my God, you're just that too? God damn it. Is your therapist
that.
talking to my therapist? Are they like
They must be,
talking to each other?
Yeah, Vibe absolutely does that. Do you think that you would have had the same response 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, really? No, you're right. Stop being good at your job. I don't pay you to be good at your job. Wait, yeah, I do.
All right, sometimes I go, look at you earning your paycheck today. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Don't ask that first one because that's a lot.
No. Here you go, Sean.
Oh no.
What is the cost no one talks about when you overcomplicate healing?
What is the cost? The cost is it's time, it's energy, it's
therapist group chat.
Yeah, it does.
Team AOA therapist group chat. I mean, like that's what it is. It's all
can you
in
believe
WhatsApp.
My therapist said this?
No. Our therapist.
Oh, this is our therapist. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Team AOA is really dealing with it this week.
What problem is yours talking about? Same.
Yeah. The cost, the cost, like, or I don't know if it's Ripple, but it's overcomplicating that healing means it takes longer to heal. It takes more energy to heal to get to the point where you actually are healing. As we just talked about with the friends and the family and the people that are around you, as you're in this loop, it affects them too. And so it can strain your relationships, your friendships, your family.
It costs you connection.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Overcomplicating things, for me, costs connections. Because it's one of those, when I overcomplicate something, it is really hard for somebody to connect with me because, again, it is a moving target.
Yeah.
Because the problem isn't the problem. The problem is this. It isn't 2 + 2 = 4. It is Sally has 20 apples minus 18 bananas / whatever, and the answer is 4. It's hard for that person to really support you and for you to feel supported when there isn't clear. When you're overcomplicating everything, the problem isn't clear, your needs aren't clear. Your wants, your expectations, none of those things are clear, so that you don't feel like that person is supporting you, but the person's doing the best that they can because they have, I don't know, it's like somebody who only speaks Japanese, but they're trying to solve an English problem. Like,
yeah.
It's one of those, it costs you connection with people. And I feel like that's a very center of when I feel the most alone, and I feel like unsupported, and I feel like no one understands me and no one is there with me. It is not that I don't have that support system, because I do. The problem is I've overcomplicated what's going on. I've overcomplicated what I need as the solution, and I've overcomplicated things, so I have not allowed the opportunity as simple of, I need support. I need you to just leave me alone. I need space. because it's just this whole thing. And so then you don't feel connected, then your friends feel alienated, then you feel alienated, and then it just becomes, it costs you that connection when you need it the most, especially when you're in this trauma escape room and you're scared, you're confused, you're whatever it is, you're hurting, you're mad, you're angry, you're all of these things, and you're trapped in this room when you're really not trapped in the room. You're just thinking you're trapped in the room, and
your friends are outside the room waiting for you, and you just feel like you're all alone when you're not.
Oh, banning me from using words. They have never banned me from using words, Asta, but they have stopped me from using words, and they have pointed it out.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, for me and my trauma, I sort of minimize my trauma, but mine's different. And I should.
Oh yeah.
Should is a word. Should is a word that I use often in my therapy sessions, and my therapist calls me out. Should you? Let's reframe that. Mm-hmm. And it's often, and I just go like, and because I'm in that I should mindset, I should be able to do this. I should be, which is also keeping me in my nice little escape room. That is my therapist going, you are overcomplicating this, and you are making problems when there isn't one. And she goes, let's reframe this.
Mm-hmm.
Should you?
Yeah.
And who said you should? Mm-hmm. First off.
Yeah. I'd like to challenge that thought.
Oh, bitch.
Right?
I really do think our therapists are in a group chat right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, okay.
How about we don't?
Yeah. Let's not. Let me. I said what I said. I'd like to. Let's discuss that. Let's sit in this for a little bit. Let's talk about it. No, I don't want to. Yeah, we're gonna discuss it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure your therapist is talking to my therapist.
Yeah, sounds like it. Like no, we don't. I don't wanna. We're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, mine gets a little snarky at me sometimes.
Mine threatened to throw a shoe at me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Was it
She goes, if I could take my shoes off right now and throw them at you, I would.
That is fantastic. Mine hasn't done that yet, but that is
the cost of me going from virtual to in person. She threatened to throw a shoe.
Mine in the last session was like, yeah, it's funny when you got a therapist who calls you out on your stuff. I'm like, you stuck. I said, well, it's a good thing that, I guess it's kind of my fault. I did put that on my what I'm looking for in a therapist. He was like, yep, you sure did. It's like,
man, somebody must have really helped you find a good therapist.
Yeah, right. Someone did. That's correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, how'd that work
out? You added him to the list for the same reason I took him off the list the first time.
And then I told he's like, well, he's that. I was like, try him.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. The chocolate healing. Yeah, that's exactly it. Be healed.
All right. Finding the door and walking out. Sean doesn't want to do this section.
There's a door?
All right. Spot the most obvious exit. Ask yourself, what is the easiest, least dramatic fix? Sean doesn't even know. Do you see that look on his face? No. That is him going.
That breaks my brain to go, wait, there's a
least dramatic. Everything's drama.
It is. It has to be.
For the that's my favorite. Whenever somebody says, I don't like drama, they're usually the most dramatic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're calling themselves out. Yeah. So, what the easiest, least dramatic fix? Okay, so what are the facts is one of those for me. Like,
no, it's not. No,
wait.
not.
Let me finish. What I mean is that is the fix, and I don't. But that's not what I do. Like,
Okay.
what I do, hold on. What I do is everything but. So I overcomplicate. I'm connecting dots from everywhere. I'm connecting dots from
again. You want to know what Sean's connecting the dots? You know those any of those scenes that somebody is trying to find the murder, mystery, or the crime, and it's like all of these red strings, and they're all over the room. Yeah. They're literally like the ceiling, the walls, and they're like that would be Sean's brain.
That would be me. Yeah, I will connect when I'm finished connecting the dots, it's not a pretty little like dinosaur or flower or anything. No, it's a mess. And so the fix is to just what are the facts? No, I can't. That's not enough. I can't do that. That's too simple. That's too straightforward. I can't do that. No. So yeah, that's what I meant. Is the fix is just deal with the facts. Nah. Not that simple. It's more fun to do all the. No, it's not.
Here's one that Sean does that overcomplicates things. Here's no. It's not on the. It may be on the list. I don't know. Because it can't be that simple.
No.
Expressing how he feels.
Oh, that is not. No. Mm-mm.
Sean, how am I? I don't know how many times I've gone, Sean, how am I supposed to know unless you tell me? Well, I said this and I said this and I said this and I dropped hints and I did this. It's all subtext. And I said, did you just try just telling me that you felt this way?
It's not that simple.
And it's literally, that's the answer I get. It's not that simple.
It's not that simple. And then she goes, yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
You have an emotion wheel. Point to it. Like, you don't even have to use words.
It's here, right there.
You could circle it. You could send it in a text. No, but it's not that simple. I want you to read my mind.
Yes, exactly.
Same thing with his expectations of situations and people. He has these expectations, but he wants us all to guess.
Because
yeah, give me your reason why it's not that simple. Expressing your I would love to hear. I would love to hear that.
That's not the what I'm going towards.
What you're going towards then?
If they're figuring, the other person figuring it out equates to how much they care. If they figure it out, well, that means they care about me because they were willing to figure it out and they could figure it out. So that's where the brain goes. It's the whole, if they
should just know.
They should just know. It's like it's in a simplicity. It's like they know my coffee order. They know what I like. They know this. They know that. They know this. Well, if they knew if they knew how I was feeling, if like they figured it out, if they read between the lines, that means they care because they're willing to. Yeah, that's toxic.
I was literally just thinking, oh my fucking God, how fucking
good. I'm saying that's
how fucking toxic is that? Because that is what my trauma is built on. My trauma is built on that.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Because and I know that's the case because when they do that, there's a response. There's a feeling that comes up from like, oh, they figured it out, or they knew it. They know. Oh, they know me.
But it's not even that, because the one time they finally figure it out, it's the whole. Well, they must have known all the time. They just chose not to do it.
If they wanted to, they would. It's that. Yeah. Whew. Toxic behavior for 1,000, Alex.
Okay. First, stop adding steps, Sean. How you get stop adding steps. Stop adding steps. Just do the thing.
A to B, you cannot go A to B. It is not possible.
It's A1, A2.
A1.1 subsection 3 paragraph
underscore Z. Like, I don't know. It's A to B.
And eventually we run out of numbers and we do the Mario thing and we just go to symbols.
Except boring solutions. They work faster than elaborate ones.
But they don't feel right.
Have you tried opening the door? You come to a locked door.
Try, open the door. Turn the doorknob. Push.
Okay,
pull.
you know what? I think I might try opening it. And the whole party, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to lick the door. Can I seduce the door?
Can I do everything except try and open it?
Can I caress the door?
Bear can. Apparently.
Oh yeah, Bear's the thing for doors.
Pick a direction. Healing is momentum, not perfection.
Ooh.
Sean.
What?
Sean.
What?
Sean.
Yes. Hello.
Pick a direction.
Pick a direction.
Healing is momentum and not perfection. Sean. You know, this is like the fortune cookies where you add in bed afterwards.
Yes. Yes.
Pick a direction. Healing is not momentum for Sean.
In bed. No, wait. No, we weren't doing that. Okay. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, it's one of those. Again, it's got to be perfect.
I am the king of analysis. The paralysis of analysis, thinking and overthinking and thinking and thinking about thinking.
Give yourself permission to be done. Closure doesn't need fireworks.
Ooh.
Closure doesn't need a big finale. Closure, I know from personal experience, closure doesn't necessarily mean, okay, like I need to have this big heartfelt moment with them. I need to have this big conversation with them. I have found closure with a couple of people, and people have found closure with me, and we've never had that conversation. And I know that conversation is never going to happen, but I have found closure in that. And I have to learn, once I have found that closure, I shouldn't just keep the door open waiting for it and standing there waiting for it before I go on to the next task. Mm-hmm. I'm not completely done. You're done. It's like that whole, like, somebody who is time's up, like, okay, time's up on the test, and you're like, you're for yourself, but I'm not done.
They're like, ripping the paper away.
Yeah, but you're done. You've done plenty. You don't need to do anymore. Like, waiting for that big moment, that big closure, that big, like, you break up with somebody and you're working through the process and you're just waiting to have that moment of retribution where you just like,
yeah,
might not ever happen.
You tell them like exactly what's on your mind or exactly what
look at how much better I am because I healed past you. That's never gonna. Sometimes that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you just need to go. Let it go.
To add on that, closure doesn't need fireworks. Closure doesn't always need the other person either.
John.
What? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got some troll hunting to do.
What? What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I never received a response back, so I'm good.
Have you dealt with it? Or are you still sitting outside the troll cave?
Oh, no. I mean, so next one is. Yeah.
You're still sitting there with your pitchfork going, I got this.
When she comes out.
Just wait.
Not more pushing me with it.
It's more pushing me, but I so not always. Yeah. No one likes it. It's not a pleasant thing. especially when you're, because your therapist at a certain point knows you in a way that if you're doing therapy right, and some people don't. My mom.
I didn't for a while.
My mom. So, I mean, if you're doing therapy right, they'll push you and they'll push you and challenge you. And it's uncomfortable because it's a safe space, but it's a safe space where they point out things that maybe you are trying very hard not to see about yourself. And they will say the truth that you are trying hard not to tell. And it might take months of them telling you the same truth over and over and over again before you finally accept it. But I mean, or years, Sean. Don't worry, I'm still on the same, like, it's fine. Let's see. Test the door. Act on the easy choice and see what happens.
Just touch it. Just do the easy. You mean do the simple thing?
I'm lonely. Okay, text someone. I have no one. Really? Text 10 people and see how many respond.
But what if they don't respond?
Out of 10 people?
But what if they do?
What if they do?
That's about, yeah.
What happened? Okay, yeah. What happens if you're like, you do the easy thing, like, I feel alone or I feel like I have no one, so I'm going to text 10 people. What if 8 out of 10 of them respond?
Then I got a new problem. Who do I talk to? I don't know what to do.
No, then I got a new problem. Then I was proven wrong, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. How many times have you done something because you didn't want to be proven wrong? Like, you know the door's unlocked, and you know it's as simple as, but you spent, I say you, I'm really talking about me. I've spent hours, days, weeks spinning around this room, solving clues, and I know that as soon as I turn that knob, then
I know the door's unlocked. I know I can. I know I can leave at any time.
But what do people think if I've spent all this time and if I just do the thing? What are people going to think?
Oh, practice tolerating ease. Sit with the discomfort of simple solutions. Sean fucking hates simple solutions.
Yeah.
I will never forget when you were editing one of my YouTube videos and you made a 40-minute video into 15 minutes because he was just like, every little pop sound, every little growl in my voice, every little imperfection he was trying to take out. And it made it to 15 minutes. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, well, I was just trying to make it perfect. Well, it's not perfect. Just take out the major things. That's all I'm asking. It doesn't have to be perfect. But yes, it does. No, it doesn't. It's just that simple. Just let it go.
Oh, yeah. The discomfort of that is...
Here's the other thing that makes Sean uncomfortable, especially between the two of us. Just tell me.
Yeah, that's...
Literally, just tell me. If you're feeling a certain way, just tell me. Will I agree with it? Will I not agree with it? I don't know, but I don't know until you tell me. You have an expectation? You're expecting something from me? So just tell me. You have an idea, you have a want, you have a need, just tell me.
Can't be that simple.
I'm not going to read your mind. But no, but what if this? What if this? What if this? What if, but, I'm like, it's really that simple. Well, how do I say it? How do you want me to word it? How do you want me to text it? Do you want me to text you or call you or video call you? Just tell me.
Do I need to preface it? Like, what's all the caveats I need to make?
Let it go. My brain instantly went into defensive mode. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
You want to help Asta out there?
I have a hard time of letting things go. because I'm trying to protect something for me.
What are you trying to protect?
It depends on what it is. A lot of times letting something go is I'm trying to protect like my self-image. I'm trying to protect like am I good enough? I will ruminate on something. I call it marinating on something because I feel like I'm trying to protect myself and my self-image and how I look and if I'm good enough. And that defensive mode goes into like a shutdown mode. So I definitely get difficulty in letting it go.
Sean, I'm gonna theorize he gets in defensive mode and he doesn't let things go because that would require him to move on and do something new. Because Sean's fault for all the things, because of his golden child and his perfectionism, is that this is the trauma he knows. This is the argument he knows. This is the argument. He knows how to talk his way in and out of these things. He knows the right things to say in the right situation, in this situation. So if he lets it go, if you like, that would require him to try something new and to move on to a new, like, and he doesn't know how to handle that situation. That would mean starting all over again. That would mean
moving on to something I don't know and I don't feel prepared for.
Right. Yeah. Something you don't know, something harder, something. So if I do that, if I don't let it go, if I defend myself.
I'm prepared. I'm prepared to defend. I'm prepared for this. I'm not prepared for the other stuff.
I had a foster sister 3 years younger, and she stole everything from me. And the foster parents always said, "Let it go." Well, that's invalidating. Yeah. The "let it go" phrase isn't very invalidating. Just let it go. No.
Thanks, Elsa.
No. Don't let it go. No, that's okay. Sean?
Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
You spend so much of your time trying to protect a certain self-image. But you now have surrounded yourself with people who know how to see through your bullshit. And you want those people. You love those people. You've said that those people are very important to you. Do you think that you do you think that you still have the same self-image that you had back then? And are you protecting the same person?
Am I protecting the same person? No.
Hi, Twannis.
Hey, Twannis.
Again, that was so happy. You know, speaking of protecting this image,
I just wanted people to. Okay. I still find myself doing it. But it's.
You think it still has the same effect?
What do you mean?
Like you still find yourself, yay! Are you protecting this string? Because you're protecting this golden child. I'm always right. I can never do any wrong because if I do wrong, I'm a failing person. So you're protecting that when having these things, but protecting that image that is your trauma. You think it has the same effect when you have that same defensiveness? And do you feel the same sense of, ooh, okay, I fended off somebody getting close to me?
No, I don't think it's the same. I I recognize it more now, and I understand it. Like when it happens, I think I'm much more aware of it, and I can go, okay, I'm getting this way, I'm feeling this way, I'm getting defensive. But like when I'm around people that know this stuff, it almost feels like I'm just like a paper defense. It's like I'm throwing this thing up because I'm used to throwing up a wall, but it's just like the person just poke.
You can't see me.
Yeah,
you can't see
exactly.
me.
But yeah. So it doesn't do the same. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't last. It doesn't last long. It's like, oh, okay, all right. I'm feeling defensive. Yeah, yeah. You're getting defense. Yeah. What am I protecting? Okay, yeah. Um, it I don't feel like it happens. I'm more aware of it, and I don't think it happens nearly as often. Um, I don't know. Maybe it does. I just don't think it does. Um, but I think it's always going to be there to an extent, that reaction, that knee jerk. I'm not perfect. Oh no, they're going to see me as imperfect. Because I think there's still a part of me.
So when are you going to let yourself walk out the door?
It's not that simple, is it?
Because I really honestly feel like that's a big one that you trapped you. That's a big escape room that you trapped yourself in. Is that that perfectionist? I mean, I have done the same thing too. Like I have opened the door, walked out, and then I walked right back in. I'm like, shit.
This doesn't look right. This doesn't feel right. I'm gonna go back in.
But I think that's one that's one that's like you spend a lot of time in that escape room.
Yeah. That's a hard one to let myself out of. That need to be perfect. And for the need to be perfect, they need to have it all together. The need to know and not make a mistake.
Allowing yourself to see the mistakes that you've made. I think that's the one thing that keeps you trapped, like the overcomplicated. Like you don't allow yourself to see the mistakes you've made, aka proofreading.
I've gotten better at that. I'm better at that.
Yeah. How often do you go back and watch our shows?
Oh, our stuff? No. Only if I'm clipping and editing stuff now. So no. And even then, I'm like scrub.
But in the room is a couch, and a couch is something I know.
Right, exactly. It's a comfortable couch.
Yeah.
Or it's uncomfortable, but I know the uncomfortableness of the couch.
It's okay that I'm in a prison of my own making. I like it here. They know me, and I get 3 meals a day.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. But you're right. That is a big prison, a big escape room of my own.
Stop waiting for permission. You're the only key holder. Sean.
I got the key.
You're just waiting for somebody to tell you when to do it and how to do it and when to walk out.
And that it's okay. That it's okay to do it. But then if I leave the escape room, what do I have?
But see, if I'm waiting for permission, if I'm waiting for somebody to tell me, then I can blame them when shit goes sideways.
What?
I'm not going to walk out of this trauma bubble without somebody telling me that it's okay, because if they tell me it's okay and shit goes sideways, then I can blame them. See, I shouldn't have listened to them.
See what happens when I leave the escape room?
And it's all your fault.
They're overanalyzing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Jay already stared at us in D&D.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, walking out of the escape room, leaving the escape room is scary. But it is up to us. It is up to ourselves to choose to do that.
Sean is really triggered right now.
Yeah.
You okay?
I think so.
So tell me you're fine. Didn't we talk about this last time? Tell me you're fine without telling me you're not fine.
Dealing with the defensiveness and the self-image and the perfection and communicating, like the idea of it's that simple. If it's not that simple, then I can blame the complication for not doing the thing. If it truly is that simple, and if I admit that it's that simple, and I don't do it, the only person that I can look to, the only thing I can blame is myself for not doing it. If it really is that simple.
I'm proud of you. That was a very vulnerable and honest moment, and I am proud of you. I know that was not easy, but that was honest. And that was honest, and I appreciate your honesty.
Thanks. That's a tough one.
I know, because I've been on the blame for a very long time. But Platinum Star Pep Pep. No, non-squeaky chair coming in for a clutch. So, you WD-40 in your chair is best thing that ever happened to Jay ever.
That chair's for that's my work chair. Now my work people are going to deal with it.
You know what? That's fine. As much shit as you go through at work is fine.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's our audience challenge segment as we're wrapping everything up. First off is identify what maze you're trapped in. And just because you get out of one maze does not mean you won't find yourself in another. It's a succession of things. That it doesn't mean just because, and both Sean and I are both very guilty of this, just because you have figured out one escape room doesn't mean that you're not going to graduate to another one and that you're not going to have to do it again. But here's the thing that you have to remember for yourselves. If you've escaped correctly, and sometimes we don't do it perfectly. I didn't say perfect. You learn things in the first room that can help you in the second one. And are the problems and questions a little bit more difficult? Do you level up and you're having to face things and now it's more of a challenge? Yes. But you've learned things in the first room. Now what things can I apply in this room? And you apply those things and then you learn new things and you escape that room. And it's growth. Like my favorite saying, smooth seas do not make skilled sailors. You have to go through the hard times. You have to go out. You have to figure out the skate so that you can ride the storms. And you're always going to be going through a storm at some point. That doesn't mean that you're never going, because my problem is that I am trying not to feel the thing. I am trying not to feel the emotions. It's not how it works. And that's okay. But don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. If the problem looks like a problem that you've already dealt with and you've learned the skill on how to deal with it, then the solution it doesn't mean that it's a different solution. Right? It doesn't mean it's a different way. Like, okay, so I learned this in my last escape room. This looks like the same problem, but it's in a different room, so it has to be a different thing, right? No, it can be the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's apply the same logic.
And as as someone who deals with the need for perfection, you don't have to be 100% perfect. You don't have to get everything 100%. There are times when it won't go smoothly, and that's okay. And you solved you solved the puzzle in one room, and now you're struggling to solve the puzzle this time. That doesn't mean that you have failed, or that there's anything wrong with you, or that you're not growing, that you're not healing. Healing is not perfection.
Mm-mm. But so here's your homework this week, folks. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Ask yourself, where's the unlocked door?
Yeah.
You're in this situation and you're in this thing. Where's the unlocked door? And have I tried opening the door? It doesn't mean you have to do anything. It doesn't mean that you have to even like change something in your healing or change it. Just that simple question of, especially when you get trapped in a emotional spiral and a mental spiral with yourself. I think the thing is maybe you should try going, okay, where's the door? Am I really trapped here? And where's the door? And what's the easiest way to open the door?
Occam's razor. What's the simple way?
What's the simplest solution to this what seemingly complicated problem?
Twannis, too real right now. Yeah.
Life is I was told everything should be perfect. Yep.
Yeah. That's been my life right there.
Yep. But okay, I have this complicated solution, or this complicated problem, or what seems to be a complicated problem.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the door? And what's the easiest solution to get out the door? And you will. I know for myself, I find myself going, it is not that fucking easy.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
The door's locked. That door is locked. I'm never getting out of this. And it might be. You never know. But you gotta at least know where the exit is.
Yeah, find it, identify it.
You won't be trapped in it forever. Am I trapped with the thing, or is the thing trapped with me? It's always trapped with me.
It's the one trying to get out.
But here's the closing line. The phrase that you need to carry with you this week. You don't need a key. You are the key. Stop playing games in a room you built and just walk out.
That's good.
Now that I've traumatized everybody on a Sunday, thank you.
Right. There you go. Woo! It's called waking up for a reason.
Sean's gonna need a moment for his next stream.
Yeah. Gonna need to take some time.
All right, Sean, tell us what's going on this week.
Let's say don't tell me to close it out because I can't do better than what you just said. All right, so this week, today is Sunday, which means tomorrow is Monday, and we don't have anything on Monday, but we do on Tuesday. Tuesday is 3 Parts and a Dragon. It is our RPG podcast where we roll a d20 and let it run our lives. That is at 8 o'clock Eastern on the Team AOA channel. I don't have my thing up to press the buttons, but it is on the Team_AOA channel. Then on Wednesday is Jay. Are you streaming this week on Wednesday? Jay usually streams on Wednesday on his channel Tainted Jay, and that is at 8:30 Eastern. Where he does. Oh my God! I totally forgot about Sunday. Today is Sunday. I forgot about my stream. Oh my God! How do I do that? That's how triggered I am.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Tell me you're triggered without telling me you're triggered.
Don't miss the stream tonight. It is my stream. It is Let's Build with Pep Up tonight at 6:30 Eastern on my channel, Dorian Sombra. And that's where we build Legos together and hang out. And I'm working on the Jazz Club tonight. Back 11 out of 15. So we're getting close to being done with the Jazz Club. So come check that out on my channel. Thanks Jay for putting the links in there.
He spelled T-Mayo wrong.
Yeah.
He put a space in there.
Okay. But yeah, so come check that out tonight. Then Tuesday, 3 Bards and a Dragon. Wednesday, Tainted Jay's channel for Cozy Gaming with Jay. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday is our good friend Zarknor Neff on his channel. Zarknor, he does some gaming. And that brings us back to Sunday morning at 1 o'clock Eastern. There's the week.
Sean needs to go take a drink. Shot. Like, poor guy.
There we have it. There's the week.
Yeah.
My buttons. I was not prepared with my buttons. I'm sorry. Thanks, Jay. I know. Failed. What are they going to think of me?
Oh, now he's double triggered, folks. Now he is double triggered. No, you're not. Okay.
I'm fine.
We talked about this last week. I was just reminding you. No, it's not you, Asta. It's fine.
That was totally me. Yeah. No, I'm streaming tonight. Come check me out tonight. So,
all right, if I have to.
I mean, check me out anytime.
Roll the seduce. Now I need to know. Roll the seduce.
Rolling the seduce. Here we go. Roll the seduce.
What is it?
It's a 5.
So that's about as all you get away with.
Yeah, I mean, that's yeah.
All right.
I shouldn't be surprised. So there we go.
Twannis, I've successfully been seduced. All right, guys. We'll see you. It's Join Pep stream. All right. Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Did you really just high five over me right
No,
now?
we didn't.
Okay, we're live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
okay.
And the bear is coming with the cup and spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me right
No,
now?
we didn't.
Okay, we're live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
And the bear is coming with the cup and spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me right
No,
now?
we didn't.
Okay, we're live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
And the bear is coming with the cup and spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it's called.